Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be speaking about the 1926 Sesquicentennial Commemorative Silver Half Dollar. Now this coin actually had a first, and a pretty significant first, that was incorporated into its design, but we're going to be going beyond that, thinking about all of the backstory behind this coin. It's a really interesting piece of American coin history. There are not any notable mint errors or varieties for this coin, but there are some different values as well as some different considerations into understanding how these coins are valued and why they sort of spike so much in a pretty uncommonly low grade range. So for the full picture, stick around for the presentation. It'll be pretty short and concise. So here we've got the Sesquicentennial Commemorative Half Dollar, and you can see it's a pretty interesting design. First thing, I always show the design pretty large, very similar bell. In fact, pretty much the same one gets used here on the Franklin Half Dollar later on the reverse of that coin. But the specifications, so it was designed technically by John Sinnock, but it was actually a lot due to John Frederick Lewis, who sketched the design after the original Sinnock designs were not well received by the commission that was doing these. Basically, they were supposed to commemorate the event, 150th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, but also potentially raise some money surrounding the exhibition in Philadelphia that was going on at that time. The coin shows George Washington and Calvin Coolidge and is super significant. It's the only president to appear on a U.S. coin that was struck while that president was still alive. So that was pretty interesting and a precedent that, it hasn't been done with a president before that or since. There was also a quarter eagle that was done for this series, this commemorative. It's the last gold commemorative until the 1984 Los Angeles $10 gold coin, and at one point they were going to try to do a full series of coins. You may recognize the 1976 Eisenhower dollar, Kennedy half dollar, and Drummer Boy quarter, really Washington quarter. For the bicentennial, the sesquicentennial just got this half dollar and that quarter eagle coin. And they didn't particularly do very well with these coins. 86% of the original mintage was melted. They thought that they were going to sell out of them, and they didn't even come close. About 1 million were made, and that means about 140,000, I have it on the next slide, ended up surviving. So that's pretty much everything you need to know here. They would have been sold again at $1, so that 50-cent premium was really what people were paying. Not a huge amount of them went into circulation, but some definitely did, and they're found for about $50 to $65 at the lower range for still decent looking examples. Mint State 63 is $100, 64 about $160. Really starts kicking up to Mint State 65 because the reverse was struck with a super low relief, and they weren't particularly well struck in general. So any of the particularly nice ones end up commanding a really big premium. And there's actually none graded above 66 plus, which cap out at about $22,000. And the mintage, just to confirm, is 141,120. Outside of that, not too much else outside of that. The exhibition itself was not particularly successful, or the exposition, not exhibition. I'm not sure if I said the wrong one, but it's certainly one of a large series of classic commemoratives from 1892 to 1954 that were very popular, or really just very interesting for collectors. They used to be quite popular. They've sort of cooled off in recent years in terms of their relative valuations, but I think that they're some of the prettiest and best designs on U.S. coins to date. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like the video, comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I also have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and some other social media platforms. You can also go to my main channel website, treasuretownYT.com, to learn more about the channel and sort of stay in contact. I also will eventually host all of these videos on coinsmetalscards.com, which will be both news, marketplace, and coin information. I do have the goal of eventually getting pretty much every U.S. coin, date, mint mark, denomination on the channel with a similar video to the one that you just watched, and that will likely all be hosted there. And then I also have treasuretowncoins.com, which is sort of my coin dealing wing, coin dealing only entity that is a little bit less focused on content production. So thank you so much, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my other videos. I also have videos that are not just the date, mint mark, denomination recap in this format, so you can check some of those out, and I'll have fun seeing you there.